So biotechnology is a very broad range of technologies and applications that are important for engineering organisms, engineering cells to do things that we might find useful in society, whether it be making drugs, making biofuels, fine chemicals. So trying to replace the economy based on fossil fuels and using living systems to engineered living systems to make the materials that we need in modern life.
This is a platform, this is a way that you can work. It's your responsibility to go figure out how it's going to be made, and you also have sort of the governments from a regulatory perspective if you talk about sort of clinical things. But if you just talk about health, then sort of you can be rather free. So it's your responsibility.
The setup is quite simple. It was mostly to figure out what was important to look at. So basically this is just a pump and an Arduino, just tubing water up from there, spreading it through our small coffee filter, which Christian is just over to fill up. And the purpose of today is actually just to measure the extraction rate if we sort of vary the area on which we drip, but have the same amount of coffee. We want to know if we can extract faster. So that is the purpose of our small setup today.
Do you get it? All right. You now have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to try this. They're playing a mobile game called Go Play Dot, which is a game that's played in the real world. So you move around and your phone is like your radar, and you have to catch each other and capture some spots that we put in different places in the park.
In the very first dimension for transhumanists is of course to help those people with illnesses who have things to solve. And once those things have been solved, we can move on and look at how do we expand the universe and the capabilities of what some people would define as healthy humans. But for me, all of us, we are all unhealthy, right? We're all unfinished beings. And why do we randomly define something as healthy, right? We're all dying. We're all in the process of dying from this terrible disease called aging. And that, if anything, is something that we really need to get going to cure.